5.0 in collaboration with the Association of Indian College Principals, AICP. The topic for this session is National Education and Alliance for Technology. The National Education Alliance for Technology, NEET, which is being implemented by the All India Council for Technical Education, AICTE, aims to act as a bridge between edtech companies, academic institutions, and students. I cordially invite Dr. D. Ravindran, Faculty, School of Management, Christi Jayanti College Autonomous, to deliver the welcome address.
Thank you, Sparshana. This is Dr. D. Ravindran. So I'm happy to welcome all the respected professors here. So I welcome all for this session, National Education Alliance for Technology. For this session, I welcome our chairperson, Dr. Kirti Didi, Principal, Nirma College, Ujjain, Madhya Pradesh. Ma'am is serving as the Principal of Nirmala College, Ujjain, and Academic Director of Nirmala College of Education, a doctorate in Management Studies, a Master's in Philosophy and Management. She is also a law graduate and certified Oracle Master, holding an advanced diploma in software engineering. Ma'am has been a research supervisor for PhD scholars under the Faculty of Management Studies, Rani Durgavati Vishwavidyalaya, Jabalpur, and member of School of Management Studies, Vikram Vishwavidyalaya, Ujjain. Ma'am has convened, chaired technical sessions, and been a keynote speaker, a resource person, an international and national conference and seminars in India and abroad. She has books, several research papers, as well as funded research products to her credit. Ma'am is a NAC external peer team assessor, focal point for governance benchmarking by the State Project Directorate, World Bank's Quality Improvement Project Executive Committee member of the Association of Indian College Principals, and life member of Shakti and Pink Bulb Foundation, so on. And he is a qualified assessor empaneled with the Directorate General of Employment and Training, New Delhi, UGC certified trainer under the Training of Trainers program of UGC for women managers in higher education. She got a lot of awards and recognition. And recently, ma'am organized Aicp National Conference in Ujjain that is much appreciated by many people. So, ma'am, I welcome you for the chairing the session.
Madam, you can unmute.
Ma'am, you can unmute.
Yes. Thank you, Dr. Ravindran. Thank you so much. I take this opportunity to first express my heartfelt thanks to all the members of AICP who supported the national conference that was part of the Silver Jubilee celebrations here at Ujjain. And it was a tremendous response that we received. And though this is not a session on NEP, but I would like to take a moment and mention that when we really compiled the data, out of the 684 delegates, more than 1/4, I could say almost half, that was 287 were students. So that shows how our youth is coming forward now and taking part in their own future building activities. So coming back to the session, thank you. Great thanks to the principal, the vice principal, the IQAC director, my old friend, Dr. Ganakumar, and the entire team of Christi Jayanti for giving me this opportunity. Coming to the session, I would just share a couple of things here with you, and then I think we shall hear Dr. Ganakumar, and then we can conclude the session. Will that be fine, Dr. Ravindran?
Yes, madam, you can proceed.
All right. So the session is all about technology, right? And the National Education Alliance for Technology. Professor Ganakumar would give us more insight on what is NEET exactly. But just to begin, I would like to share that it was set rolling in 2019. And now we stand with the version 3.0. of NEET, which was relaunched in a new way in January. So friends, basically, as always said, it is one of its type. So aren't all government schemes one of their type? Aren't they? They are. And you know, when I got the opportunity about this session, I was thinking that how many of our students for whom this scheme is know about it. So I just passed a circular throughout the rural belt and even the urban engineering colleges, leave alone the degree colleges. And believe me, friends, there was just one student who could tell what was NEET all about. So somewhere I hope in this session we will be covering that the schemes are very good. It's not that it is first of its kind, but are the beneficiaries for whom it is meant, are they even aware of it? So that is one thing which I would like if we can bring out a way that we can spread awareness about I mean, every nook and corner of the country. Another thing is that even before NEET, all right, like Dr. Geeta said that it is there for giving more employability. But if I share the statistics which are given in today's newspaper, I think you would be able to see this. Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
हाँ, see, so I'll read it. देश में काम करने वाले बढ़ रहे लेकिन नौकरियां नहीं. And the data that is given in today's newspaper says that comparative to the past few, I mean, even Corona years, they've counted. The Center for Monitoring Indian Economy states that 8% of the rate of unemployability in India has risen by 8%. So this is after SWAYAM, this is after the skill development cell of AICT. We talk only about AICT. This is about the UGC community colleges. This is about the knowledge partners, everything. Then we had the National Employability Enhancement Mission, NEEM. So after all this, we are still at a rising rate of unemployment. Right? Then there are several questions which may be bridged during this session. Like we always take entrepreneurship separate along with, the entrepreneurship development cells, the incubation centers, the startups, which unfortunately still are within the codes of technology for respectability. Any other startup is definitely does not get the first citizen respect that the startup in technology gets. And we are somewhere treating everybody everywhere is talking about increasing employability skills. So many corporates, so many institutes come forward with MOUs to offer that, okay, we will take student development programs and we will bridge the gap between, employable and educated. So basically, somehow I feel that entrepreneurship needs to be clubbed with the employability factor. I don't know how many would agree, but during my past experience, I have somewhere realized that, we need to take them together because every single entrepreneur is his own first employee too. So somewhere we are, telling students that, okay, if you want placements, if you want employability, you come and attend this session. If you want to be an entrepreneur, then you please go there. That's the entrepreneur development cell. So how can entrepreneur development cell teach different skills than what we need to teach for employability? So that is one factor which always, has been intriguing me, though I have not done anything concrete about it so far other than implement it in my own institution. So somewhere if that could be covered, it would be very nice. And then definitely what I said earlier, that we need to be very careful. See, we have been having lots of UGC schemes and also schemes of the gender ministry implemented through earlier MHRD and UGC and now Ministry of Education, of course, where we have been talking about marginalization. We have been talking about marginalization of students in various aspects. And, we have always had remedial schemes. We have had, add-on courses schemes where we ensure that the marginalized students, whether they are marginalized on caste basis, whether they are marginalized on social group basis, or whether they are marginalized on the language literacy basis, okay, the Hindi and the English divide that always comes up. Or maybe whether the students are economically not that blessed, right? So we have to see, somewhere down the line, that NEET doesn't create another category of marginalization, where we talk about now the technology marginalized students, students who are not able to take on technology or are not able to, contribute to digitalization or anything related to technology, even though the NEET is offering them courses, because again, it is for socially disadvantaged students. So, somewhere down the line, we need to be very, very careful, and we are the implementers. We cannot say that those who implement the policy is made. Now it's our owners, as principals or educators, to spread this scheme and encourage our students to first try for those free coupons, etc. So we have to ensure that this doesn't just become another scheme creating another category of marginalized students for whom we need to start another scheme to bring them into mainstream technology savvy workforce. So I think these are few things which I would love to hear addressed during the session. And now I request Dr. Kanakumar to start with his resource person address. Okay, and educate us all on.
Thank you, Professor, for your introductory session. So before Sir starts, I will give a short introduction about Professor, resource person. So today, resource person is Dr. Baba Gnanakumar. He is a gold medalist in commerce, received from the Honorable President, His Excellency K.R. Narayanan. And Sir received a lot of awards in Best Research Paper from IIMB, IIMK, and Best Research Paper Award for the project on ICT enabled SCM in IIT Delhi, and Distinguished Faculty Award from ICBM Hyderabad, AMS, Venus, and so on. And Sir published around 60 plus research articles, presented 150 plus papers in various conferences, trained by IIM Bangalore on leadership traits, a former principal and a private college, an executive member in Association of Indian College Principals, completed around 25 research projects. He is also a member in AIMS, AIB, Aicp, etc., and former Senate member in Bardiyar University, Coimbatore. He is also Academic Council member, Board of Study member in autonomous colleges, and delivered 120 speeches as a resource person. In our college, when we speak about LMS, Learning Management System, a project, consultancy, research, for everything, Sir is a mentor for guidance. And Sir is a technical savvy, and he is the youngest person in our college in adopting and executing any innovation and teaching and research. So with immense pleasure, I welcome Dr. Professor Baba Gnanakumar to take up the session. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Ravindran sir. Thank you, Kirti madam. Very good introduction given about the topic as well as by me. Let us move on to the topic. I am sharing the screen. Yes. Yeah. I hope the screen is visible. Ravindran sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Visible, sir.
Thank you, dear participants. Thank you, Kirti madam. Thank you, our Subhash Brahmaji, and our head of the Department School of Management, Dr. M.K. Baby, my dear colleagues and principals from different institutions. And I take this opportunity to introduce about the NEET. It is not the medical examination or entrance examination. It is about the National Education Alliance for Technology. It was introduced by the government from 2019 onwards. So why we are considering the NEET? So before going to the NEET, how we develop the NEET? That is my first discussion. After that, we'll move on to that one. So far, we practiced in India the education 4.0. We started in India with education 1.0. That is a very old one. Still, it is very golden one. That is, in education one, we used to concentrate on memorization, which still we are following. This is still to be a golden one. After the introduction of the technology, everything in education 2.0, we moved to the internet-enabled learning. Most of the private organizations identified this type of internet-enabled learning, provided if you are having a good technology. If there is no technology, we can't move towards the education 2.0. That is the biggest problem. Of course, it is working in developed countries. In case of India, we are having still rural people of 70%. Then in education 3.0, we introduce the how we can produce the knowledge and deliver to the students. After the NAC introduced different methods, the experiential learning, all those things, all the colleges in India started producing the knowledge. How we can extract the knowledge from different persons and give it to our students. And in this scenario, in case of India, number of database on education, number of database on research has been created. In education 4.0, it decided to empower for the innovation in everywhere, to education to produce something innovation. As Kirti Madam clearly mentioned, we have to produce entrepreneurs. How far our students are able to innovate, that is the purpose of education 4.0. We are in that stage. That is why in case of India, including UGC, Aicp, all these organizations have now created how to empower the students to be an innovative persons. Our government created number of portals to encourage the innovation. The output of the education is now moving towards the innovation. That is why we are having the innovation cell in almost all the colleges. That is how we developed our education system. Now, the situation is moving in a different direction. Till education 4.0 or 4.0, we assume that lectures in 1, internet in education 2, knowledge producing in 3, and innovative producing education in 4.0. But it is the time to move towards education 5.0. That is how our new education policy has been created. In case of previously till education 4.0, you can see we used to have a dream formula, and most of the educations are now based upon the discussion based one. Even now we are moving towards the active learning. Almost all the colleges who are coming under the NAC purview, they already moved on to the active learning system. And they are nicely engaging the students also. Even the government introduced citizen engagement portal. All the faculty members now introduce the learning management system. It may be through LMS in the respective college or Google in their other colleges, whatever it may be. We used to have a student engagement system. But when NEP has been introduced in full stage, we decided to move towards the learning system in an active method. We have to give importance for the learning system in a productive manner. That is the purpose of education 5.0 under NEP. So new methods of learning has been emerged. So under education 5.0, it is equivalent to the experimental and experiential learning system. We are moving towards the how we can learn the students, especially in higher education, with the help of experimental system and experiential learning system. That is why students are now moving towards the industry-oriented projects, and students have been given nicely the industrial training. All these things comes under the Education 5.0. And at present, the NEP 2020 is focusing on this concept of Education 4.0. But it is not based upon the technology. Technology as an enabler. It is not mentioning that technology as the core. Still, Education 2.0, we assume that with the help of technology only, we can run the education. But it is not like that in Education 5.0. Here, we decided to move towards the new method. That is how we can give nicely the learning experience for the students. It is not about providing laptop or technology to that one. How we can create a new learning experience to the students. That is what the Education 5.0 refers to. Now we are in that stage. So based upon the Education 5.0, recently our National Education Alliance for Technology scheme has been revamped. As Madam already mentioned, our government revamped the NEET scheme into NEET 3.0. That means our new education technology should be focusing on the Education 5.0. That is the main aim. So under the new system, that is the National Education Alliance for Technology, the government decided to move towards the public and private partnership. Even the private people can come and join with the government, especially with the Aicp, and they can provide education. That is the core aim of this NEET. That is why today we have identified the topic. So my presentation is about before NEET, that is NEET -1. Before NEET, what happened? After that, what our government did in NEET 1.0, in NEET 2.0, and NEET 3.0. We'll start from the old one, that is NEET -1, that is before introduction of the NEET. What was the situation? Even though we were having very good technology before NEET, everything was scattered among different people. So before NEET, we were having the good technology, we were having different schemes. All the schemes were scattered differently. We are seeing some of the schemes. That is, the Shodshudi, which is used for detecting the plagiarism for research. Before NEET, they are given importance for more research. So Shodshudi was introduced, and they have given this plagiarism detection software to universities and institutions, because before that they used to focus on research. And they created, that is the government created the Shodh-Sindhu. It is the consortium for higher education for electronic resources. Of course, now we are calling Ministry of Education. Before that, MHRD created the online system, what they used to call it as Shodh-Sindhu, in which almost all the universities, colleges, e-resources have been created, and all the journals have been identified, and it has been provided by the government. Even the Ministry of Education spent around 10,000 crores for the purpose of creating such a networking system. Another one you might have seen, different database has been created. You can see the example of Shodh-Sindhu. They created they merged the UGC Infonet, and they created the e-resources, especially in case of journals. All the journals, the government created everything. They used to call it as N list. And the AICT created another portal for engineering books also. Even you can use these resources in offline also. That is the first thing they created. Second thing, they created Shodh Ganga. I think most of us know. Shodh Ganga consists of e-resources of almost all the PhD research work. In case of India, we are producing more number of theses. You can see at present, I think it has been increased now, comes around 3 lakh 35,000 theses are available in Shodh Ganga. So this is a research portal. Even the industry people can use the Shodh Ganga to find out which research can be suitable for that one. Once a person completed their PhD thesis will be available in Shodh Ganga. And in case of India, most of the universities joined along with Shodh Ganga. And you can see the University of Madras and Savitri Phule University, Aligarh Muslim University, all these universities joined with Shodh Ganga. They reposited their PhD thesis. These are the measures taken before the NEET. That's why I mentioned NEET -1. So the resources or infrastructure has been created by Ministry of Human Resources by the time. Now we are calling Ministry of Education. They created nicely all the resources for that one. In 2019, the concept of NEET 1.0 was introduced. You can see the portal mentioned that most of them were benefited. They mentioned around 60,000 people were benefited because of the NEET during the COVID time. When NEET was introduced, it has been given to the AICT, that is All India Council for Technical Education. They have taken the entire process of creating the NEET under the public-private partnership model clearly. So from 2019, the concept of NEET was taken by the AICT. Under the NEET 1, they first decided to create the artificial intelligence to make learning more personalized. But it happened only in NEET 3.0. Anyhow, the NEET vision has been formalized clearly. We can enable the students to learn everything with the help of technology. But technology is not the main thing. Technology as an enabler. That's what they mentioned. So the NEET scheme was introduced in 2019. We used to call it as MHRD. And they decided to join hands with educational technology companies. Most of the edutech companies they identified, and they created an adaptive learning solution method. That is how they created. Under the NEET 1, they grouped most of the institutions. You can see that one. First, all these were already existing, but all these were scattered in different areas. Now AICT created a single window portal to bring all those things. Under the National Mission of Education through ICT, in NEET 1, the National Mission on Education through ICT has been created in the birth century of Satyajit Roy. And first thing, they created the National Digital Library of India. Previously, it was that, but once the need has been identified, the AICT has taken the lead, and along with the IIT Kharagpur, they created National Digital Library of India. It is for one library all over India. All the books are available in online. Even you can see, you can utilize any books from IIT Kharagpur at free of cost. Only thing you have to register, you need not pay anything. That is the first steps taken under the NEET. And you can see most number of books are available in different disciplines. not only in case of schools, but also engineering, science, humanities, literature, law, everywhere. They created a national digital library, and it is managed by IIT under the AICTE. So IIT Kharagpur created the resources for that one. Once you registered, you can utilize all these resources. Even now, we need not depend upon a particular source. The government created nicely. You can see different books available in different category. That is the advantage. It is not only for poor people, everybody can utilize in India. That is the concept of educational library. And you can see under that one, they created the electronic text. They are having the 19,000 plus video lectures. They connect with more than 3,000 experts. And they used to have different papers for checking. That was the first step under NEET 1. Then the smart e-government has been created by the NEET 1. Under this one, previously in case of Ministry of Education, joined hands with University of Delhi, created this portal, Smart e-government, in which the people have been given the software to enable the learning resources. You can see that one, even you can get the resources through the LMS of the particular colleges. That is how the smart e-government has been created. Even they mentioned that you can utilize for not only for LMS, but also administrative purpose. And this is for the universities. And some of the premier institutions are coming under that one. This is the tie-up with the University of Delhi. And under this scheme, you can join hands with the NEET 1 technology. You can have a single window system, and you can access the books of different places, even from the remote place. That is how they created. Now, in case of smart e-government, they created with 20 states, and more than 14,000 users are there. Around 80 universities joined hands, and 40 plus modules have been implemented. This is also free of cost. And you can see in their website where their regional centers are available, and it is very easy to connect with them. And these people are having more resources. You can see they are also having resources from agriculture science, horse, biology, chemical, physical, and social sciences also. Large number of books are available in all those things. Then, very important thing, the InfluNet, I think everybody know. Even if you want to go for NAC for research score, they will get whether the research publication is available in InfluNet. So they joined hands with that one. So all the resources in publication are managed by now InfluNet under the NEET 1. Before that it was there, but once the NEET has been established, they bring that one in the single window system. So it is the institutional repository of Government of India. Whatever you are publishing, it will be available in the InfluNet. That is why, even in case of NAC, everything, they are checking based upon the whether your publication is available in the InfluNet. It is a very good digital library. Even you can access remotely from anywhere. That is how they created. Next database of the NEET 1 scheme is the INFID. INFID is the Indian Access Management Federation. They created the another portal along with the same AICTE, and here you can access now the management journals everywhere at free of cost. That is how they created. Then they merged with the NLIST. NLIST is the National Library and Information Services, which includes the even the previous version of Shodh Sindhu, all those things. And even the non-aided colleges are permitted under the N list. So here you can go through the National Library System. All these things are now available, that one. Next one. Under the NEET, then another one, it is the INCAT. That is Online Union Catalog of Indian Universities. This is also free. And under this Online Union Catalog of Indian Universities, you can see where the textbooks are available. This is also one part of InfliNet. Now all are linked with the common portal. So you can access that one and you can find out where the books are available. That is the very interesting portal. If you are unable to identify the textbook in your institutions, you can use the NCAT also. Under this scheme, you can search the books and it will tell clearly in which library it is available along the universities. And even you can search in a single window system of thesis, even the journals also. Even you can get the download also. And it is coming under the UGC Library Automation Scheme. And you can see here also thesis of records are available and more records are available. This is developed by the INCAT under the Aicp guidelines, InfliNet also under the NEET one. Next one is the Indian Research Information Network System. This is created by the Ministry of Education, and this is an interesting networking system which will connect the researchers in different places. If you want to do a research, you can join hands with the Indian Research Information Network System. So this is the advancement from NEET -1 to NEET 1. The research portal has been created. So all the researchers can join in this Indian Research Information Network System and they can contribute their research. They can go through the previous research also. Even you can get the different journals under the scheme. You can see, you can get the philosophy, technology, natural science, literature, history, geography. All these things are available under that one. It is also called as InfoPort, which is now managed by InfliNet. So this is the first thing taken over by the NEET. So in the simply speaking, in NEET 1, they created the additional library and it is fully managed by the one group, InfliNet. The library has been created. So the foundation for NEET 2 has been created under NEET 1. Since the NEET 1 foundation has been created well in 16th February 2021, the Ministry of Education launched NEET 2.0. That is the next level from the NEET 1. And the NEET 2 portal has been introduced and it is also coming under the public-private partnership. Very new thing is online learning platform. Of course, we face the problem of COVID. So online learning platform has been created by the Ministry of Education under the NEET 2.0. So NEET 2.0 focus on the skill sector. So we have to improve the skill and we identified, especially during the COVID time, how to improve the skill sector. So since we faced the problem of COVID-19, the government also came forward to improve and upgrade the skills sectors. So here in NEET 2.0, they gave importance for the skill sector, how we can teach the students and how to improve that one. That is the core aim. So under NEET 2.0, once again, the Shod Shuddhi has been created in a new manner. Vidwan has been created. I think you know, Vidwan has been merged with NEET 2.0. So the expertise people all over India, now you can see in Vidwan. Vidwan is a portal for all the teachers. Even you can see your scores, and in case of Vidwan, you can find out clearly your score. Even you can join hands with other experts. That is how this Vidwan has been created. Likewise, virtual labs. We did not go and work in the lab. Most of them are facing that one. That is why the government merged the virtual labs, especially Atal Tinkering Labs, with this NEET 2.0. Different online platform has been merged and with the help of the funding. Very good example is spoken tutorials. Then e-Antra shows into all these have been linked with the NEET 2.0, including the National Digital Library, PG Pathshala, Swayam Prabha, Swayam. All these things are revamped and linked under the NEET 2.0. What are all the available in NEET 1 has been merged with that one. Few examples you can see the spoken tutorial, which was fully funded by government, and the students can study any programming languages at free of cost under the spoken tutorials. They are providing education in open source software because these resources are not available everywhere. The rural Indian students are unable to study. That is why if you want to study Python, whatever it may be, now it is available at free by the government. They are spending around 10,000 crores for creating all those things. And they are providing the certificate also for everything. Likewise, e-Antra has been merged with the NEET 2.0, and it is e-Antra is the another MOOC course, massive open online courses. The MOOC which are created by the government universities and colleges even are linked with the e-Antra. Even they are now conducting the competition among the students also. That is the advantage of e-Antra. I think most of the colleges are having the e-Antra, especially for engineering students. Then for the PG students throughout India, they created e-Pathshala. It is linked with the NEET 2.0, and you can know about the e-Pathshala. Most of the postgraduate materials are available free of cost, and even students can register and study, and they can get the certificate. So this main aim is to upgrade the skill level of the students. That is the purpose of that one. Even they created e-books, all those things, they made it as free under that one, even the Swayam platform. Then Vidya Mitra. This is another platform linked with this portal under the National Mission of Education. And under this Vidya Mitra, they created e-content, especially in science subjects. And you can access that one after registration and free of cost for the agriculture science, engineering also. Whatever the e-content created by the faculty is available in the Vidya Mitra. Then the Swayam that everybody knows. Very nice portal created. IIT Kharagpur initiated that one. It is coming under the NEET 2 by that time. So some of the courses they made it as free, some of them paid. So for improving the skill sector and improving the skills, students can select any course and study from the Swayam platform. Likewise, Swayam Prabha has been created. Swayam Prabha is the direct to home DTH education channels. And now almost all the private people, they have to provide Swayam Prabha as free of cost. And this is a government initiated education channel in which the learning system you can study through the home, that is DTH platform itself, through the television media. Most of the lectures are now included, even for the school education they are having, and now they are targeting especially engineering program also, as well as the computer related branches. And some of the schools in rural India, till now, they are using the DTH channel and they are showcasing to their students what is the new thing. You can see the So I am by introduction. Number of channels are available. 11 is for mechanical engineering, 12 is for civil engineering. Likewise, more number of channels. Channel 16 is for management and humanities also. That is the benefit for the rural people. Then, as I already mentioned, the Vidwan. Now the Vidwan has been created. You can see your score in the Vidwan. The purpose of Vidwan is you can create a network among your own peers. What is the score of the other faculty members? What is their expertise knowledge? You can see that one. These are all the things created in NEET 2.0. They revamped everything. Then coming to the NEET 3.0. And under the NEET 3.0, they linked all the resources with the private people, and they wish to create a different type of planning method. The NEET 3.0 has been introduced from January 3rd, 2022, recently in this year. And even very good scheme, the textbook, everything is available in regional languages. Even it is in infant stage, even at present, you know, UGC chairman introduced that all the textbook will be available in regional languages. And they are joining hands with the educational technology providers to teach courses. Most of them are paid one. Now they introduced free courses also. Under NEET 3.0, they are using the technology, especially artificial intelligence. And around 12 lakh NEET EduTech free course have been identified by spending around 253 crores. And these EduTech companies are joining hands with the Aicp, and they are providing the resources. And this, we used to call it as customized learning experience. Instead of focusing the group in common platform, in NEET 3.0, they mentioned that why can't we can produce the customized learning experience. So in NEET 3.0, they identified how we can provide the customized learning system. The first thing, they merged the Atal Tinkering Labs. I think some of the colleges are using the Atal Tinkering Labs. It is coming under the Atal Innovation Mission also. And they created the Atal Tinkering Lab. So under these laboratories, it is considered as virtual labs. You can do the practical virtually also. That is the advantage of that one. Now throughout India, we are having 8,700 Atal Tinkering Labs. Even it is useful for creating an entrepreneurship network also. If any student is having a different vision to create a new business model, they can join hands with the Atal Tinkering Labs. And even the schools have been identified, more than 5,000 mentors have been identified under the Atal Tinkering Labs. And these are virtual labs. Next one is the virtual labs itself. The government created the virtual labs for the purpose of studying the both science, arts, even the engineering courses. Because some of the rural place, they can't know about the labs. They may not have the lab facilities. So they created and virtual labs. You can see that one. Virtual labs have been created for electronics, computer science, electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, even biotechnology also. So for this purpose, you need not go to lab. For the rural students, they can use the simulation technique. If these two acids are mixed, what will be the output? Such type of thing they created instead of going to the labs. This benefits at a low cost platform used by the students. That is the very interesting thing. And in case of NEET 3.0, even the private people filed the expression of interest. I can't know that few colleges created a separate platform for the e-content developing, and they are given the expression of interest with the Ministry of Education. This is the portal of the NEET 3.0. That is the portal. Even the colleges, if you are having an independent department to create the e-learning system, you can join hands with the NEET 3.0. You can see that one. Now at present it contains personalized finance lab, securities finance for teaching accounting and finance. Most of them are paid one also. So these are all joint hands with some of the premier institutions. And this NEET 3.0 is joining with the edutech companies under the Atmanirbhar Bharat project also. Even they can sell their edutech model to others. That is the thing. The purpose is they should have the virtual laboratory to do the lab exercise. So simply speaking, for the purpose of personalized learning, this has been created. So they are targeting the student clearly, customized learning system. You can see some of the examples. Code, Entra, Quiro, Tax course. These are the private people created the learning materials and joined hands with the Aicp underneath 3.0. This is another sample how the IBM joined hands with NEET 3.0. Remember that these are all free. In my opinion, the faculty members can utilize this one for their students. They need not go separately. We can utilize all those things. It is free of cost, this one. The IBM created two free of cost materials to the students. All these things you can use in the virtual labs. That is what IBM mentioned. So this is a very interesting thing. At present, in case of NEET 3.0, there are 79 products and around 1,88,000 registered students are there. All the students enrolled in any universities in India, any institutions in India are eligible for that one. And around 17,000 learners, they got certification. Around 48 edutech companies joined hands with these people. And some of the free courses are also there. Some of them are paid courses. So that is how the government is paving way for that one. Another interesting thing, underneath 3.0, the government is also going to create the digital university. I think you may know it was announced in the budget 22, the introduction of digital university, and currently they created Bharat Net project to uplift the Department of Telecommunications so that this can be available to rural place. And present, the Bharat Net is creating infrastructure to take over the technology even to the rural places. Once if it is over, we will have a digital universities. All these Swayam Prabha, all these Swayam courses will comes under that one. Already under the academic bank of credit, they have mentioned clearly what will be your credit, and from these type of online sources will be added. So now I come to a conclusion, the summary of today's presentation. The Education 5.0 has been linked with NEP, and previously it was in a scattered manner. Once the NEET has been introduced, first stage they created the resources. In NEET 2, they created the skill set, and now in NEET 3, they are giving importance for the personalized learning for the students. So what is the purpose of NEET? Finally, as we are all teachers, we must know. First thing, we have to utilize these online and offline resources of the NEET. Ministry of Education has taken very good methods to create this NEET. We have to guide the students to improve their skills. We can teach only in classroom. Other skill set, if the students need, we can tell the students the benefits. 90% of the resources are fully free in any one of the schemes. And especially in case of tinkering labs, you can use the experimental learning and experiential learning. The purpose is we are moving from equality to equity. That is the core aim. I hope once these type of sources have been moving towards the rural area, we are able to achieve equity. You know the difference between equality and equity. Previously, we thought about equality. Same course will be available for all the students. Now it is not like that. Our concept is moving in education, provide equity to all the students. That is the aim. So after going through all those things, I hope our members will move towards the equity. If students wish to study additional knowledge in experiential learning, they can join with any one of the courses offered by the Ministry of Education under the NEET banner and upgrade their skill set. With this, I conclude my speech. Thank you for providing the opportunity.
Thank you, Professor Bhavang Yanakumar sir. I request Professor Geeti Didi to have the concluding remarks on the resource person speech.
That was a wonderful narration, Dr. Ganakumar, and one of the best, simplest narrations I have heard of this entire journey of the various generations of education and the various generations of technology-enabled e-resources. So congratulations for a very, very well-made presentation. I'm sure all of us who are attending the faculty development program have learned quite a bit of new things. Is there anybody who would like to ask a question or solve a query here?
Either you can post the question in chat or you can raise your hands.
I think the speaker is not very comfortable. I mean, the speaker of the laptop or mobile. Mic.
Yes. Audience, you can raise the hand.
Hope there is no questions from the participant side.
Right. In that case, we can proceed for the conclusion.
Okay.
This, as Professor Gannakumar has already narrated, so I will not repeat anything from NEET, but definitely, yes, now we are standing at a threshold where we actually need to unlearn as principles, and you know, we need to make our teachers unlearn, relearn all over again, where the basic input that is required is from within ourselves, and that's the attitudinal change and the attitudinal acceptance of how the scenario of education is changing. It is nothing less than an adventurous trekking experience that one would like to take up. And, you know, a real roller coaster ride with the way we are getting guidelines after guidelines shot at us. And of course, we need to thank Dr. Neena here for keeping us updated about the guidelines, Dr. Mantri, Dr. Vakil, and so many others. So basically, you know, the concluding remark, I would like to put it this way, that the stage has been set already. The government has done more than what has ever been done in setting up the schemes. And like Dr. Ganakumar said, that 90% of these resources are free of cost. So, basically now what has to be done is to be done from our sides. We need to take it. See, the colleges which are already very well established, like Krista Jayanti, and the colleges which are operating in metro cities or even cosmopolitan cities or the capitals, they are, in a place where they may not need to have awareness drives for such schemes. But then the colleges who are, say, in a typical rural belt or anywhere, any state of the country, and sub-rural or suburban areas, so they need to now take it up as a mission, as part of their mission, objectives, vision, and see to it that these schemes are reaching to each and every student, so that actually the way the government is trying to take the technology networks to rural areas, so where they have a stable net connectivity basically. So these things now are already there in progress. So now whatever is left is from our side to educate and aware, make aware the students so that they can really, take advantage of this. And I would just end with thanking everybody once again, and for the wonderful example of equitable to equity that Professor Gannakumar has given to all of us. And it's been a wonderful learning experience for me and for, I'm sure, all others included in the session. Heartfelt thanks to Father Dr. Augustine George from my side and the entire team of AICP and Krista Jayanti. Thank you so much.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, Professor. Over to MC.
Now, I invite Dr. A. John William, Faculty, School of Management, Krista Jayanti College, Autonomous, to deliver the end note.
Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes.
Gratitude turns whatever you have into enough. A very good afternoon to one all present here. I deem it a great honor and privilege to propose the vote of thanks for the Executive Development Program 5.0 on the title National Education Alliance Technology. I begin with, I would like to thank our esteemed chairperson, Dr. Kirti Didi, Principal, Nirmala College, Ujjain, MP. Ma'am has highlighted about the startups in her initial session, and she also talked about the employability skills and how the students have to be employable and as per the education have to be given. And also the availability as well as the accessibility of all these platforms for the students to have a proper educate with the NEET platform. I would like to thank once again, ma'am, for your wonderful thought and your suggestions. And it's an insightful session from you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. And I also take this opportunity to thank Dr. P. Baba Gnanakumar, sir, Director, Consultancy and Corporate Training, Krista Jayanti College, for sharing his view on the various aspects. I think sir has shared a circular of Lok Sabha where they planning to set up a new digital university. I think all these platforms, what sir have highlighted from NEET 1 to NEET 3, all these platforms combined together, probably in the coming days, we may expect a digital university. I think even few platforms are really amazing. So I would really thank Baba Gnanakumar sir for giving us a wonderful insight and making us to learn from all these platforms. I hope all the participants have taken a huge insight on all these platform what sir have displayed and shared and explained in such a way. Thank you, sir. And I also thank all the participants for the active participation. And I'm very happy to extend my sincere gratitude to Association of Indian College Principals for associating with us in coordinating the EDP on Education 5.0. And further, I extend my sincere thanks to the management, Krista Jayanti College for providing such a great opportunity in organizing an EDP in Education 5.0. So thank you once again, I remind.
Yes, sir. With this, we have come to the end of the second session. I request everyone to join back for the third session on creating socially responsible citizens at 2 p.m. I don't know.